Hello, entrepreneurs. My name is Bimal Shah. I'm on a mission to make pioneers out of entrepreneurs by helping you achieve your 3 year goal in 1 year that's tied to your 25-year vision and 5 year moonshot. I do it through weekly sprints and 90-day leaps. This is the Pioneers Academy podcast, and I'm on a mission to make a million pioneers. And I thought this podcast channel will help you achieve your 3 year goal and jump to the next level. I'm going to be showing lots of training and lots of great episodes, so join on this podcast and get all the training and resources you need to achieve your 3 year goal in 1 year and make yourself a pioneer. I wrote 13 books, Becoming a Pioneer, and you can get all those 13 books on Amazon. We're going to give away to every listener who listens on this podcast a $100 Amazon gift card so you can get all the books and learn how to become a pioneer.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pioneers Academy podcast. I'm April, your host, and today we're diving into a powerful opportunity for business owners to leverage the on the job training or the OJT grants. Joining us none other than Bimal Shah, founder of Rajport Achievers and an expert in helping businesses scale through strategic growth methods. Welcome, Bimal.
Thank you for having me here, April. Great to have you all here for another great episode on the Pioneers Academy podcast, and excited to talk about today's topic on OJT grants.
Great to have you here again, Bimal. So let's start with the basics. Okay, so can you explain what on the job training grants are and who is eligible to apply for this?
So, any business that's been in existence for 2 years or more, if they're in state of Florida and they have employees, they can apply for it. And if you're planning to hire new employees, you can have, this grant cover up to 75% of your payroll for the first 12 weeks. So that's a pretty big number. And, you can get up to ten to $12,000 total. And the maximum is up to 700,000 that you can have for new hires. So it's a pretty sizable grant for businesses that are planning to expand, and we have a full process that we take soup to nuts to help you get the grant. So that's the basic gist of it. And pretty much any business that been there for 2 years or more and has a few employees on W-2, they can apply.
It's a game changer for businesses.
Yeah,
It sounds like a valuable resource for companies looking to expand, right?
absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
mhm. What about the maximum amount businesses can receive? Can you break that down for us?
Sure. So the maximum amount, like per employee, it's like 12,200. They provide, up to 12 weeks, and it's up to 75%, or sometimes it's 50%. But if you have less than 25 employees, they will go up to 75%. And you can, if you're planning to do a lot of new hires, you can get up to 700,000 in a total grant and the total net to you would be about 300, $400,000. So that is the maximum that they can get. And we do everything from soup to nuts, so you don't have to do anything. Everything from beginning to end, from doing qualification, paperwork, procurement, grant writing, getting the grant, staying in compliance, all the whole soup to nuts, the process from beginning to end.
Wow, that's an incredible amount of support. It's amazing to see how businesses can benefit from this. And you mentioned that you and the team would take care of this from soup to nuts. So, how exactly does the process work?
So basically, in the beginning, we're going to put a link to the show notes below, bit.ly/grants now. And in that link, you can pre-qualify. You can actually see, there are some questions that we ask you. As soon as you go through that link and you answer the questions, you can actually see how much you will get. You will get an instant reply telling you, hey, you qualify for, X dollar amount of grants, and here's the next step to get the process started. So that's what will happen. That's the first step. Once you do that, we take everything over, we do all the work, we help you, gather you. The only thing you have to do is make a decision to move forward and provide the information that is needed. to get the grant. As long as you do those two things, you can get the grants. And obviously, every grant procurement has a fee associated with it. So as long as those three things are done, we can do all the work and help you get the grants. Once we do the grant writing, we have a whole team that does all the work. You do all the paperwork, prepare everything, make sure you have all the documents, or help you get all the documents, and show you where you can get all these documents, or where we can complete the registration for you, the licensing and all of that. So once all of that is done, then the next step is submitting the application. Once the application is submitted, we wait for a decision for approval. Once the approval is done, we start using the grant and utilizing the grant for your benefit. So, and that way we do all the work, we do all the compliance, the reporting. So you don't have to do a single thing. So that's all upon us. So it's from beginning to end, everything is done. And the maximum, is up to 700,000 total that they can have. So that's the nutshell of the process. Be sure to click on the link below, bit.ly/glance now. And we're going to offer several tools and resources as well. I've written several books too, so 13 book series, Becoming a Pioneer. And in many of the books, I have included information on the grants as well.
That sounds really convenient, and it must take a lot of pressure off of the business owners who's listening out there right now. And also, Bimal, I know that they were so curious right now if there is a guarantee that businesses will receive the grant once they apply.
Yeah, so we do offer a guarantee, because one of the things people say, what if I do all this and what if I don't get the grant? So, which is why we offer a guarantee that you will get the grant, or we work until you get the grant. So we apply the fees to procure the next cycle or other grants for you. So that's the guarantee that comes with the fee, that we will do all the work and make sure almost every single client that we have applied for has received the grant, except for a few exceptions where they didn't provide the information that was needed, and they decided to back out. So that's the only reason. So, but otherwise, we have a guarantee that you will get the grant. We do all the work, or we work until you get the grant. So that's as simple as that, plain and simple guarantee, that we will work until you get the grant. So that's how the guarantee works. So you don't have to worry about anything. It's risk-free for you.
Wow, that's amazing. I know for sure that those who are listening right now really like what they're hearing right now, because a guaranteed outcome really takes uncertainty out of the equation, which I'm sure will make a huge difference for our business owners right there.
Absolutely, which is why I try to remove all the risk associated with this. So you don't have any risk. We guarantee the result, and we guarantee our work. And we've been doing that for so many years, and so many people have received the grants. So we know how it is done, and we can make it happen.
It's really great, and it's really reassuring that there's a helping hand throughout the process. So, for any business owners listening who are eager to get started, um, again, can we highlight what's the best way to begin applying for these OJT grants?
The best way to do this is, as long as you meet some of these conditions, or you can go in the link in the show notes below, bit.ly/grants now with G capital. And it's also in the show notes below. Click on that link. Start the process of pre-qualification. If you pre-qualify, you'll get an email saying, hey, you qualify for this grant, and you can possibly get X amount of dollars using this grant, and here's the next step to get started. So that's what will happen. Once you decide, we'll send you the list of documents that are needed, or how to get them, or we'll work with you to get those documents or create those documents. And then once those are done, we make it happen, start the application process, and take it from there. So very simple, very easy for you, and just one click and you get started.
Perfect. It sounds like a straightforward process when businesses have the right guidance. And Bimal, I know that you've written a lot of books that dive deeper into grants and business strategies, right? So, where can our listeners find your books and resources?
So for all the listeners today, I'm going to be providing $100 Amazon gift card. So be sure to use that $100. You can either scan the QR code if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you're listening this to the podcast in one of my podcast channels. Please just go to that link. You will get the Amazon gift card, and you'll be able to use that to get all my book series. The book series is Becoming a Pioneer, and each one of these books, I provide some highlights about one or the other specific grants. There's so many different grants available for-profit grants, non-profit grants, OJT grant, this grant, that grant. So I highlight some of the resources in almost every other book. So you can get all the books at no cost by using the gift card. So use it and make yourself a pioneer.
Thank you so much, Bimal, for shedding light on these valuable opportunities for businesses. I'm sure our listeners have gained a lot of insights today. Thank you.
Thank you for having me here, and make yourself a pioneer, achieve your 3-year goal in 1 year, and make a difference. Hello, pioneers and entrepreneurs. My name is Bimal Shah. I'm on a mission to make pioneers out of entrepreneurs by helping you achieve your 3-year goal in 1 year that is tied to your 25-year vision and 5-year moonshot. I do it through 90-day leaps and weekly sprints and through my own proprietary 4-leap system. I've also written 13 books, the Becoming a Pioneer series. I've founded the Pioneers Academy, the Pioneers platform, and several resources that help you on several different platforms: the Thrive platform, Transform platform, and Transcend platform. So these are resources and tools that I built for you to double your business in a year and scale exponentially and become the only one in your business.